What's up, Sports Fury Nation? Week 2.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Both of our teams finally won. Shawn,
Yes.
Patrick Mahomes, Ryan Fitzmagic. It's going on.
Crazy. 2 weeks has already been crazy.
But week 2 is in the books, and
Yes.
we're ready for week 3.
And here to join us is MJ from Sports Fan Entertainment, and his team won too.
Yeah, that's right, man. The Titans got it done, luckily, against the Houston Texans. All of our teams are 1-1. Hope is still alive for our teams.
Woo, man, I'm so glad we were
Yes.
able to finally get MJ from
man.
Sports Fan Entertainment on the Sports Fury. This is going to be a great episode.
Yeah.
Everyone who's watching right now, if you are not subscribed to the Sports Fan Entertainment, what are you doing? The link's in the description box down below. I also got it pinned in the comment section. Go subscribe to Sports Fan Entertainment.
Not be disappointed, guys. Go do it.
Absolutely. So, Shawn, are you ready to give a shout out to the top 5 performers of our Pick'em League? These guys outperformed us last week.
They did.
I won 8 games. How many games?
I won 7.
You won 7?
I did.
I'm 17 total points for the year. So
Yeah, I'm 14.
14, so I'm kicking his ass at least. Okay,
Barely,
that's great.
Barely. Let's move on.
All right, Shawn, I'm going to shout out the top 5 performers for week 2. You shout out the top 5 overall.
You got it.
All right, so from the top 5 from week 2 is number 1, Fry Daddy with 12 points. Go Skidda with 12. Brendan Curry with 11. Nick from the Dirty South with 11. And the Triple X team, 1996, with 11.
And with top overall for the whole year, we have Burkhouse with 23. Zogi 1 with 22. Brendan Curry, 21. Miami Dolphins Canes, 21. And Hughes Say 05, 21. Shout out to y'all.
All right, we're right behind you guys.
Yeah,
I'm coming.
All
right.
Coming for it.
All right, so that does it. Let's get into week 3. All right, MJ, we're going to start off with Thursday Night Football.
Yeah.
We got the New York Jets 1-1 going into Cleveland, who almost tied the game again. Well, they actually had an opportunity to win against the Saints, but they couldn't kick a field goal. So, Jets, Browns, who you got?
Well, this is a very interesting matchup here because it requires me to put my faith in either the New York Jets or the Cleveland Browns. All right, I have to finally make a decision there. Who knows? The Cleveland Browns have shown a propensity to tie this season. They may do it again here. They almost did it last week. So we could see a tie here on Thursday Night Football. Here's the situation. The Jets came out week 1. They came out strong. Their defense was on absolute fire against the Detroit Lions. Yeah. And that was impressive. But then week 2, they scaled back at home, losing pretty comfortably to the Miami Dolphins. So it's hard to have faith in them. Whereas the Cleveland Browns, they've been consistent against teams that we expected to be playoff teams. A lot of people thought the Steelers were going to be a great AFC team. A lot of people thought the Saints were going to be a great NFC team. But I have the Saints missing the playoffs coming into this season. I think we're seeing that proving to be true. We'll see. But the Browns are higher than our expectations thus far. Most of us thought they were going to be 0-2 up to this point. I like their way their defense is playing. Myles Garrett's playing really well. Their first-round draft pick this year, Denzel Ward, he's playing really well as well. The Browns defense is getting after things. They're at home. It's Thursday night. I can't believe it, but give me the Cleveland Browns to win at home.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, Shawn, you're going to be streaming for that game.
Yes, I will.
I got to be at work. Who do you got?
Man, MJ pretty much covered a lot of it, man. I was torn. I'm like, who do I go with? Which Jets team are we getting? Are we getting Sam Darnold that looked phenomenal against Lions on Monday night, where everybody was shocked?
It was the Lions.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It was the Lions. That's a good point. But I am going to go Cleveland. I am going to go Cleveland to finally get their first win. Oh, how many games has it been? It's been too many. I've lost count. I think they did too. I'm going Browns.
I'm going Browns as well. I think they're just a better overall team, much more talented, especially in that front 7 on the defensive end. So I am going Cleveland.
They're on the cusp of finally winning it, man.
Sam Darnold, you might be in for a long night, man.
Yeah.
Seeing Myles Garrett and company.
He's coming.
All right, heading into our next game, we got the New Orleans Saints, who are 1-1. They had another scare in going up against the Browns. The defense is not looking very good.
No, they're not.
And they're at Atlanta. And the Falcons, they're 1-1 as well. They beat the Carolina Panthers last week. MJ, who's winning this one?
Yeah, the Saints right now, to me, they're missing Mark Ingram. He was the guy that really moved things forward. Alvin Kamara is a great weapon in the receiving game, and he can do stuff in the running game as well, but I think they're missing Mark Ingram right now.
Yeah.
In Atlanta, back at home, we saw their powers last week. On the road, they tend to struggle, especially Philadelphia, but we saw last week at home, they're able to get the job done. I expect the same thing here as Mark Ingram still missing from the New Orleans Saints. Give me the Atlanta Falcons to win at home and go 2-1.
Oh, I'm leaning towards the Falcons too, and I felt like the Falcons after week 1 against the Eagles, we're like, man, they still haven't addressed their red zone. What is going on, man? And I was so disappointed because I was kind of high on the Falcons. But you know what? Last week against the Panthers, they made a statement win. I felt like in the red zone, they were putting up touchdowns.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to continue at home. Saints, they almost lost back-to-back home games to start the season. And first off to the Bucks, the next to the Browns. So it's like the Falcons are better than both those teams.
Yep.
So I'm going to go Falcons here.
Yep. I am going the Atlanta Falcons as well. Yeah. They're going to get the win here at home. And in this NFC South division rivalry, it's going to get really interesting.
It's going to get interesting.
Yeah. So I'm going with the Falcons.
Oh, we're all unanimous so far. I like this.
All right. I think we might be unanimous on this one as well. We have the 0-2 Buffalo Bills, who are just looking like straight ass right now. Sorry, Bills fans.
Sorry.
I mean, I think you know it as well. And they're at Minnesota against the Vikings, who just had a tie against the Green Bay Packers, and I loved it. It was absolutely fucking great.
I wonder why.
So, MJ, who you got in this one?
Yeah, the Buffalo Bills are looking like a piece of trash, as Stone Cold Steve Austin would say. I mean, they look awful right now. Yeah. One of the worst teams in the league. Josh Allen is showing some promise, showing some nice throws, but damn it, I can't pick the Buffalo Bills to win anything this season. I'm sure they'll still find a way to get 3 or 4 wins, but I can't pick it. Give me the Minnesota Vikings to win this game.
I got the Vikings as well. I mean, this is just too easy.
Yeah, Vikings. They signed Dan Bailey. They dressed their kicker. That's over with. Yeah. And, Buffalo just... I feel so bad for Josh Allen, man. But Vikings.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. All right, let's go on to the next game. We got the Bengals. 2-0 Bengals. Woo! Who they?
Who they, yeah.
Is it going to be the Panthers?
Who they shocked me.
Who are 1-1. MJ, can the Bengals go into Carolina and get a win here or no?
Yeah, the Bengals were my sleeper playoff team this season. I felt people were sleeping on the Cincinnati Bengals heading into this season. Look, Andy Dalton, call it what it is. He won't win you a Super Bowl, but he's going to get you to the playoffs. The guy averages 9-10 wins a season. You're seeing Joe Mixon improve in that offense. You're seeing John Ross get a little involved. I still want to see more from him, but Tyler Boyd doing things as well. And the trade for Cordy Glenn at left tackle has proven to help Andy Dalton find some more pass protection. But although I do believe the Bengals are a better team than the Panthers, it isn't Carolina. Carolina is a tough place to play, especially right now, September, where it is still sweating balls down there. So give me Carolina to win at home, although I do believe the Bengals are a better team.
Okay. See, yeah, this was a very tough one for me to call here.
Yeah.
But I'm with MJ. I think the Bengals preseason, I was a little bit higher on, right, Shawn?
Yeah.
And I know they're going to be without Joe Mixon this week. But I think the Bengals are going to pull off an upset win here. Not really an upset, but I think, because like MJ said, the Bengals are a better team. But Carolina is a tough place to play. Cam Newton, much better quarterback than Andy Dalton.
That's true.
But, give me A.J. Green, who scored 3 touchdowns Thursday Night Football.
Man, that was... I loved it. I was streaming for that, and I had A.J. Green on my fantasy, and I was loving it.
I'm going with the Bengals to go 3-0.
3-0?
Who they?
So... this one was a little tough for me. I've been going back and forth about it. The Bengals have kind of shocked me. I wasn't big on the Bengals. But you know what? I am going to go with the home team here. Okay. I'm going with the Panthers. And the reason is because I look at the games. They lost last week, and their offense looked kind of lackluster a little bit at points, and their defense, obviously. But they were going against Atlanta at home, and they're at an amazing new stadium, right? So I'm like, they still almost came back and won. Mm-hmm. DJ Moore finally broke it, man. So I'm thinking that even though Carolina did look a little lackluster, they still were in that game by only 1 touchdown.
Yeah.
And so I feel like at home, they were completely different at home against the Cowboys. We saw that. Their defense looked phenomenal. I think Carolina at home will win this. I think it's going to be a little bit too much for Andy Dalton to compete with Cam Newton here.
Okay. All right, so I'm the only one going with the Bengals. All right, next game. We got the Denver Broncos 2-0. They had a close one last week against the Oakland Raiders.
Yes.
And they are at Baltimore, who are 1-1. I picked them to win last week against the Bengals because I like what I saw with them in week 1. But damn, talk about night and day, or maybe just the Bills are just that bad.
Yeah.
But I'm going with the Denver Broncos here. I think the O-line is going to get torn up by Von Miller, Bradley Chubb. I think the Broncos have too good of a defense. Case Keenum, he's going to do what Case Keenum does, manages the game, get a job done. Broncos go in the road and get a win here. MJ, do you agree?
Oof.
I don't. I have the Ravens winning this game here. I like the Ravens at home. They tend to be a strong home team. They're coming off about 10 days rest from that last Thursday night football game. It was a divisional game. I'm going to give them some slack losing to Cincinnati on Thursday night. Now they have 10 days to prepare for this one. And the Broncos, look, they're decent, right? They're 2-0, but are they really going to be 3-0? Or do they really deserve that kind of record? I'm not buying it. Going on the road to Baltimore, that's pretty far traveled there as well. Give me Baltimore to win at home.
Okay.
I was going to go with Denver here, but then I started looking at Baltimore. Because which Baltimore team are we getting? We're going to get that high-powered offense that's destroyed the Bills week 1. That was the Bills. Or are we going to get the Baltimore Ravens saw last week? But MJ made a great point. They were on the road. They're a completely different team at home. I'm going to go Baltimore with the upset here. I think at home, Joe Flacco wants to redeem himself because he almost brought him back against the Bengals. They were down like 21-0 after the first quarter. He almost brought him back, and I think they're going to be able to take care of business.
Could he be able to do that against this defense?
I just feel like that Joe Flacco, if he can get hot going early, I don't think Case Keenum can bring back the Broncos. I think he can manage the game, but I'm not sure if he can go out and win the game.
I want to say this. I'm loving Phillip Lindsay.
Now, that's going to be the key thing. Getting this rest, like MJ said, he made a good point. Them getting a good week and a half rest, I think is going to be a key factor here. And they had a lot of time to prepare and watch. They were able to sit down and actually watch football.
And here's one thing that I want to see from Baltimore. I want to see the run game be better.
That's the key too. That's going to be a very key thing. Alex Collins is very inconsistent this year.
All right, so Shawn and MJ are tag teaming up against me once again.
I know.
As I'm going the Broncos and they're going Ravens. All right, let's go to our next game. We got the Cheeseheads,
your favorite team,
who tied against the Vikings. I'm loving it. And they're at Washington, who are 1-1. MJ, who's winning this one?
Yeah, the Redskins, look, they had some nice fool's gold week 1, but they went up against the trash Arizona Cardinals, who are competing for one of the worst teams in the league. We saw last week how limited their offense can be, only putting up 9 points against that Indianapolis Colts defense, which, yes, is improved, but only 9 points there. Yeah. Alex Smith keeps checking the ball down to Chris Thompson, which is great for my fantasy football team in the YouTube Creators League, because I got Chris Thompson for a reason. I knew this was coming. I knew Alex Smith was going to check down all day, so thank you for that. But they can't move the ball down the football field. Aaron Rodgers most certainly can give me the Packers to win in Washington.
Yeah, man, I gotta say that was a good pick. That was a good pick. It's been working out for you so far. But look, we saw the Green Bay offense do pretty decent up against that Vikings defense.
Yeah.
I was pretty impressed. I mean, because Aaron Rodgers, he was going into this game,
bad knee.
Yeah, they were questioning whether or not he was going to play.
Yeah.
But I think they look fine, and I think they're going to be fine against the Redskins, and they're going to go in there and get the win, man.
Definitely. Alex Smith, we know what he is. He's a managing quarterback. He's not a guy that goes out and wins you games. He can't compete with Aaron Rodgers.
But Redskins, please, I would love for you guys to take out these Cheeseheads. Okay,
I don't.
I would love for the Vikings and the Packers to lose right here in this third week. Because if we get the win,
how about we compromise and we hope for a tie?
I'll take a tie.
Okay.
That'd be hilarious. Because I think as the season's been going, as the way it's been going,
who's going to be a tie this week?
Who's going to be a tie in week 3?
Oh my God!
All right, going into our next game, we got
this one.
We got some family business right here in the AFC South Division rivalry. The Tennessee Titans 1-1 at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Duval 2-0. Go ahead, MJ. Break it down.
Well, for those of you who do not know, I happen to be a Tennessee Titan fan. And also, a lot of you don't know, we swept the Jacksonville Jaguars last season, including a game that ascended us into the playoffs. We have Blake Bortles' number, and we've had it for quite a while. Can I do it, though, as the Jacksonville Jaguars appear to be at the top of the AFC right now? Can I really be a homer and pick us to win in Jacksonville? I can't, because the status of quarterback Marcus Mariota and our offensive tackles Taylor Lewan and Jack Conklin are still up for grabs. So because of that, I can't do it. But if all three of those men were healthy, I would do it. But because they're not, I'm going to go with the Jaguars to win at home.
Okay. All right. Unbiased Titans fan.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, I'm going with the Jaguars here. Easy pick for me. I mean, no disrespect to the Tennessee Titans. I mean, you guys know I have y'all as a Super Bowl contender preseason, and I think once you guys, get your stuff together, more healthy. Hey, Delaney Walker going down, that fucking sucked.
Oh,
but
one of my favorite players.
I think Titans are still a great team. The Jacksonville Jaguars, I mean, we saw what they did against Brady and the Patriots in Week 2. I think they're going to take care of it here at home.
Yeah, I do see this as a kind of a trap game, though. So look at what the Titans did last week. I felt like they really impressed. I feel like with Blaine Gabbert, they still were able to go out there and win. That really impressed me. I thought without Blaine Gabbert, they can't pull out this. Well, without Marcus Mariota, they can't pull out this win, but they did. Yeah. I was impressed, So I think that this could be a trap game. Maybe Jags doing this little coming off a big high, a beating Brady. Like, oh yeah, we got our revenge, and they're gonna be a little high on themselves. Mm-hmm. So Jacksonville, I still pick them to win, but they got to be careful because division rivals, anything's possible. So I want to pick Jags, but I think it could be a close game.
Okay, we're all unanimous. So that means the Titans are probably going to win. All right. Let's go. Naptown, Indianapolis Colts, 1-1 at the Philadelphia Eagles.
It's looking good.
At the link, 1-1, both teams. Mm-hmm. Carson Wentz, he's cleared for contact.
He's back.
He is. Yes, he's back. Shawn's scared. And
I ain't scared.
MJ, who's winning this game?
Well, we got two rusty-ass quarterbacks. I got to knock off the rust. Andrew Luck does have 2 weeks on Carson Wentz, though. Yeah. So that is one advantage that we have here. And this could be the beginning of a nice rivalry that we're going to have. Now, it's going to be AFC versus NFC, so they won't meet often. But if things go the way a lot of us think, Andrew Luck, Carson Wentz, this is a big marquee matchup. Okay. That we're going to be talking about. So it's interesting, and I'm very scared of Andrew Luck. This guy's capable of going on the road and winning. We saw that last week. And the Colts defense, it is improved with Darius Leonard showing up last week, coming out with 18 combined tackles. But I got to go with the Eagles. They're at home, and winning in Philadelphia has proven to be almost the most difficult thing in this league over the past season. Give me the Eagles in Philadelphia.
Yeah, so Carson Wentz coming back, I think, is going to be a huge boost to them. Energy boost. There you go. Yeah. Because they're still thin at wide receiver here now, the Philadelphia Eagles, and I'm hearing that Jordan Matthews might be coming back to the Eagles.
I heard that too. I know Philly 500 was talking about that. And Adrian Fedke.
Yeah. So shout out to those guys. Yeah. But defensively they're just too much. I still think but I'm going with the Eagles, man. I'm going with the Eagles.
I'm going to pick Eagles, unfortunately, but I'd love to see an upset here. But I will say this. They got it first off. Luckily, the Colts don't have that great of a D-line. So, their Eagles' offensive line needs to be fixed. Luckily, Colts don't have
They look fast, though.
Yeah. They do look fast, but it's not like, to me, I feel that could be a weakness of Vitae. What's his name? Whatever. I can't pronounce it.
I love Vitae.
Yes, there we go. I can't pronounce. I always screw up his name. So, but you know what I'm more nervous about is their secondary, man. Their secondary is getting burned. They got burned. And thing is, I'm looking at Deshaun Jackson, 75-yard touchdown on the first play of the game. Colts have T.Y. Hilton, baby.
Yeah.
Who's just as fast. Yeah. So the Eagles better be careful here. That secondary better clean it up.
Yep.
And you cannot take Andrew Luck lightly, man. He's coming out looking good. So I'm going to go Eagles, but they better be careful.
All right, we all got the Eagles. Moving on to the San Francisco 49ers, who are 1-1. Mm-hmm. They got the first win last week.
Yeah.
But it was
against the Lions, and they almost blew it.
It was close, though.
Lions started making it.
And they're heading out to Arrowhead, who are 2-0, the Kansas City Chiefs.
One of the hottest offenses right now.
Patrick Mahomes, 10 touchdowns on the year.
NFL record, baby.
Now, can Jimmy G, MJ, go into Arrowhead and pull off a win here?
Well, Jimmy G, he had a nice comeback game, although he almost threw an interception that would have been very costly. At the end of the game, it was called back, so that's fine. He had a nice bounce-back game. He's looking good. So I'm looking forward to a nice battle here in terms of offenses. Now, Marquise Goodwin hasn't been quite right to start the season, so he's going to have to step up if the 49ers want to get it done. But how can you pick against the Kansas City Chiefs right now? The way they're playing offensively is insane, and I'm sure at some point it will slow down. I know Jason Whitlock thinks that Patrick Mahomes is going to throw for 60 passing touchdowns this season. I'm going to say no to that, but I will say that he throws for another 3 touchdowns and they win this football game.
I'm with you. At least another 3 touchdowns. I mean, I think they're going to sorry 49ers fans, but I think they're going to torch that secondary. Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, who is just unstoppable right now.
Dude. Patrick Mahomes, man, this guy, he's making me a believer right now.
I'm going Chiefs to stay undefeated here in Week 3.
Yeah,
Shawn,
I am going Chiefs too, and I feel like Jimmy G just does not have the weapons to compete with Patrick Mahomes. Now, these are two quarterbacks that are going to be exciting to watch.
Yeah.
In the years to come, right?
Yeah.
So it's awesome. It's going to be fun to see them going back and forth. But I just feel like after a while, Chiefs are just going to pull away, and it's going to be over.
All right, let's get into our next game. We're going to Miami, where they're hosting the Oakland Raiders. Miami's 2-0, and the Raiders are 0-2. Now, despite the fact that the Raiders are 0-2, I think I've seen a lot of good things from the Raiders. I've been a little bit more impressed than I thought I was going to be.
Yeah.
They lost to the Rams, but that was a pretty close game for a good while.
For a little bit, yeah.
And then last week, they gave Denver a great scare. That was a close game all the way through.
Yeah, it came down to the last second field goal.
Miami Dolphins, they're looking pretty good this year.
Yeah.
MJ, who is winning this one? I think this is a tough game right here.
This is tough.
I got the upset. I got the Oakland Raiders going to Miami, getting it done. Miami Dolphins fans are going to be pissed at me, and that's fine because I picked against them every week thus far. But look, although they are better than I thought coming into the year, you know, again, 3-0. Are they really going to go 3-0? That's my question here. And the Raiders, they're desperate. And John Gruden, although he's horrible at personnel decisions, the guy can coach. I mean, he coached Derek Carr to only 3 incompletions last week. Carr was about like 28 of 31, 288 yards. That was a very impressive passing game that John Gruden constructed. And a lot of those plays were constructed when I went back and I watched it on tape. I think he does a similar thing here, but they get a little more from the run game. Okay. And defensively, I think Ryan Tannehill will make some mistakes to let the Raiders come down with a couple picks. And I think the Raiders get it done in desperation in Miami.
Okay.
All right. Miami Dolphins fans, brace yourselves. I finally am picking you guys to win. Finally gonna do it. We've been getting shit too, MJ over here for picking against the Dolphins.
What do they keep saying? Do you believe now? Do you?
Yes, I do. I'm going with the Dolphins. Shout out to Miami Dolphins Canes, one of our favorite Dolphins fans. And sorry, Shawn Rosas. Shout out to him, one of our favorite Raiders fans out there.
Yes.
I think this will be a close game, but I believe more in Ryan Tannehill right now than Derek Carr and Kenyon Drake. I believe him more. I mean, so I don't know. You know, I'm liking. And remember, this is a good distance to travel here for the Raiders. I mean, they're going from the West Coast all the way to the East Coast.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm going Miami.
You know, I told him last week. All the Dolphins fans are like, Shawn, when are you going to start believing in us? I was like, win again, and maybe. And you know what? They won. And you know what? And I said it, that when Ryan Tannehill came back, that before he got hurt, they were one of the hottest teams going to the playoffs. They won 8 straight with Jay and him, and they were hottest team going to the playoffs. And obviously, we saw what happened. He got hurt, and we already know what happened from there. And then he missed all last season. So I'm impressed. I feel like he didn't lose a beat. He still knows the offense. Is Adam Gase, still same coach. They're starting to believe in it.
They're good together, Tannehill and Gase.
It works. So I'm going to go with Dolphins here. I like it. They're at home.
All right. This time we're tag teaming up against MJ.
But at the same time, it's he makes good points, man. Oakland has put themselves in games.
Yeah. So, all right. Heading to our next game, we got 0-2 Giants on the road.
Yeah, I like that.
H-Town.
0-2 Giants.
Houston Texans, who are 0-2. MJ, who's getting their first win?
Now, I'm not a fan of the Houston Texans. I would love nothing more than the New York Giants to grab the dagger and stab the Texans hard to end their seasons, because 0-3 would be the end of them. But how can you pick the Giants to do anything right now offensive? I mean, they can't put up points. They can't move the football consistently. It's bad. Their offensive line is disastrous, and they're going up now against J.J. Watt, who may not be registering on the sack sheet, but trust me, I saw him last week. He was disruptive against the Tennessee Titans. I'm expecting more of the same here. And Jadeveon Clowney can hopefully come back, give me the Texans to win this game pretty easily.
I'm going to agree with you. I'm going with the Houston Texans to get their first win.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to put my my belief in Deshaun Watson over Eli Manning, who both of their offensive lines are pretty trash.
Yeah.
But I think the Giants, are the worst. I mean, they're just so bad. Did you see that meme of Eli Manning from against the Cowboys?
When he was like being helped up?
He just can't believe it. They are that fucking bad.
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah, exactly right, man. You're bringing up J.J. Watt. Oh, that defense. Oh, they're going to just feast on that Giants O-line. Eli Manning.
What's his name?
Right now.
Eric Flowers?
Eli Manning. Yeah, Eric Flowers.
Oh, man.
He shouldn't even show up.
No.
But
he should retire at halftime.
I don't think they would even miss him. They probably wouldn't even notice.
No.
But Eli Manning is right now having nightmares of this defense. And Deshaun Watson, they're going to get it going. DeAndre Hopkins, he's going to go off this week. So I'm going with the Texans. With that, like MJ said, easy win. Easy win.
I'm going to go Texans, too. There's not much else to say. And I feel like the Giants, they have the talent. I don't know what's going on. I think this is Eli's last year, in my opinion. I think he's completely done. And they need to get a better... I thought drafting Will Hernandez was going to help. Getting a soldier, but they haven't put it together yet.
They're just so weak.
I don't know what's going on.
They're just so weak on the other side, though.
Very disappointing.
On the other side, they're just too weak.
Even though I'm a Cowboy fan, I hate the Giants. Like I expected more out of them, honestly. I talked about it in the offseason. I loved what they did in the draft in the offseason, so it's very disappointing. So I got to go with the Texans. Because it wasn't that... It's not like... Even though Deshaun Watson's been playing bad, it's not like they've been completely out of these games. They've still been fairly close. So, yeah, I'm going Texans.
All right, Texas fans, you guys are getting your first win. Congrats.
Yeah.
All right, over in Los Angeles, the 2-0 Rams are hosting the 1-1 Los Angeles Chargers. How's this one going to play out, MJ?
Battle of L.A.
Man, how can you pick against the LA Rams right now, who look like the hottest team in the NFL? Todd Gurley's doing his thing. Jared Goff is still looking crisp. And that defense, Adama Kong Su, he's fitting in there very nicely. Aqib Talib, man, he's continuing to play well, although he is ascending in age. His play is not descending quite yet. Marcus Peters doing his thing, man. This team looks dominant. The only question is when they go to the playoffs, what will they do? But in the regular season, they will dominate. Give me the Rams to win this game against the LA Chargers.
Yeah, man. I think this... I was expecting this to be a good game a couple of weeks ago. This is a game that I was looking forward to. Chargers and Rams.
Yep.
Yeah, but like Andrew says, they are just red hot, man. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Fire.
Todd Gurley. Congrats to everybody who has him on their fantasy. Woo. I am going with the Rams. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Come on.
This could be a shootout, though, because the Chargers do have good offense. Let's not forget Phillip Rivers, Keenan Allen, Melvin Gordon went off last week for fantasy. It was great. I think this could be a shootout, but the Rams do have a great defense.
Now, here's the question I want to know. Whose fan base is going to show up more to this game?
Rams.
You sure?
Chargers don't even show up for their own home games.
Yeah, definitely Rams. 100% Rams.
There's more of the opposing team fans with Chargers are at home than their own team, their own fans.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, people wanted the Rams back in L.A. No one wanted the Chargers in L.A.
Yeah,
no one really wanted the Chargers back in L.A.
So Rams are going to be there.
Yeah, Rams are going to have more fans there. And I'm picking Rams to win. I think we're all unanimous. But I think this is still going to be a very exciting game.
Yeah.
I think so. This could be like a Steelers-Chiefs game last week.
Yeah.
Like it was just a shootout.
In a lot of my leagues, I have Melvin Gordon or Todd Gurley.
Yeah.
So, hey, I like 3 touchdowns from a piece. So
yeah, we'll take it. We'll see what happens.
So we all got the Rams.
As long as
all right. The Arizona Cardinals out in the desert, 0-2. They are just looking terrible.
Goodness gracious.
And they're hosting the 1-1 Chicago Bears. Bears! Chicago Bears. Guys, all right, look.
You finally won.
Let me throw something out there.
Yeah.
Let me get y'all's thoughts.
Okay.
Are the Chicago Bears the best defense right now?
I can't say that. I apologize. I can't say that. They're much improved. They're playing well, but not the best defense in the league.
We have what? I think we have 3 defensive touchdowns already on the year?
Now, defensive touchdowns wise, y'all are doing great. But I wouldn't say best defense. How y'all let Aaron Rodgers come back?
The best defense don't lose a 20-3 lead. The
best hey. That was against Aaron Rodgers, who's a goddamn dark fucking magic wizard or some shit. Like he's not. He's playing with dark magic over there.
Honestly, y'all are arguably one of the best.
But here's the thing.
I'll give you all that.
Here's the thing. Chicago Bears, great defense, I think, so far in the year, but the offense, I don't like the play calling of Matt Nagy so far. I just very highly questionable, especially when it comes to third down.
Concerning.
Nagy, what are you doing on third down? Run the damn ball consistently. Come on, man.
Too many gadget plays.
Yes, absolutely, man. He's trying to get way too cute on it, man. So, Mitchell Trubisky, he threw 2 picks in Week 2 on Monday Night Football against the Seattle Seahawks. Thank goodness our defense was able to get to Russell Wilson and disrupt things. But I'm still going with the Chicago Bears to get an easy win here against Arizona. MJ, what do you got?
Yeah, I got the same, man. The Cardinals stink. Steve Wilkes, look, I thought I wanted him to be the head coach of the Titans, but he's lost right now. Sam Bradford is the worst he's ever been, and that's saying a lot. Yeah. I can't believe they haven't announced Josh Rosen as a starting quarterback to save this season, because this season is hanging in the balance. Yeah. If they lose this game, this season's over, but to me, the season's already over. They're looking so awful. I can't believe Larry Fitzgerald came back for this. Give me the Bears to go on the road and win in Arizona.
Yeah, I'm picking Chicago, too. I don't know what's going on with the Cardinals. I was expecting a little bit better out of their defense. Their defenses look very suspect themselves. They're not giving David Johnson the ball enough. Like, just give it to him. End up passing him anything.
Yeah, even when they're down by 20 points, yes, get him involved in the passing game. He can catch. He can go.
I'm in fantasy. I really want something. But yeah, if they can get David Johnson going, this is what I'm concerned about. Is if Patrick Peterson, this is the thing, Patrick Peterson, you get the ball in his hands. This guy could take to the house on any interception.
I don't want
Trubisky.
I don't want Trubisky throwing his way at all. All I want to see is Jordan Howard. That's about it.
Well, we said that should have been happening on Monday Night Football, and that didn't happen.
This is a game you just play defense and run the damn ball.
So I would say
run the clock out. Let's get out of there. Let's go home.
Defense of Arizona Cardinals have been very lackluster, but they still do have one of the best defensive players in the league in Patrick Peterson. So you better be careful, Mitchell Trubisky. Just saying.
So, but we all got Bears.
Yeah.
All right, so in Seattle, 0-2 Seahawks, not looking very good this year. That offense is just trash right now. But they are hosting the 1-1 Dallas Cowboys. Can the Seahawks get their first win here, MJ?
And this was the most difficult game for me to predict this week. The Seattle Seahawks, they are struggling. But Russell Wilson, man, I still have faith in this guy. I still have him down as a top 5 quarterback in this league. Can he manufacture something? Can he do something? And they are in Seattle, where they are so damn dangerous. But, man, that Seattle offensive line is struggling. The Cowboys defensive line, they're getting after. We saw that against the New York Giants. So, ultimately, who the hell can I pick here? At home, the Seahawks are dangerous. So give me the Seahawks to win. Woo! Only for that reason.
I told you we shouldn't have brought him on here. I don't like this guy anymore.
I love it. However, I have to disagree.
I like it.
The Seahawks are favored in this game. And I just went, what?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
All the disrespect.
I just don't get it. The Cowboys defense is just looking way too good right now. Not just in the Giants game, but in Week 1 against the Carolina Panthers. Mm-hmm. You guys are bringing that damn pressure. And you know what? Both of our defenses are looking pretty damn good right now.
I know. That's why I said both our defenses are going to be top 10 this year.
I think we're going to see a lot of 3-and-outs once again for the Seattle Seahawks. And I think the Cowboys are going to get the win.
Yeah. So
who's going to stop Zeke?
I don't see them stopping Zeke. And, MJ made a good point, though. It is in Seattle, 12th man.
And Russell Wilson is one of the top quarterbacks of the league.
Yes, he is. And what concerns me is that it does concern me that we did have trouble with Cam Newton when he ran the ball, right, in the first game. But we're still able to contain him to only 10 points. Russell Wilson, he's a runner. He can make plays with his legs, but that's not his first instinct. That's not what they call. He scrambles to make the pass, right? But he can make a run if he has to. So I think with our offense being able to run the ball, against them, we've actually had success against Seattle. In Seattle, last few times we played them, we beat them last 2 times. So now those are different teams, obviously, DeMarco Murray and stuff like that. But I think we'll be able to win. Dak right now has not thrown an interception. Fingers crossed. I don't knock on wood or whatever. But Dak has not turned over the ball. Seattle was in that game because Trubisky threw 2 picks last week.
To Shaquille Griffin.
Yes. Dak's not going to do that. Dak doesn't take chances. He sometimes doesn't take enough chances, in my opinion.
Right.
So I think we'll be able to run the ball, control the clock.
Here's what I want to see from Seattle. Here's what I want to see from Seattle. Give it to Tyler Lockett, man. This dude's good.
Don't do that.
Get it to him, man.
No. They don't even do that. No. But no, I think our D-line is going to take care of business. Jalen Smith is looking better and better each week. Cowboys win.
All right, so we both got Cowboys. I'm just going with the Seahawks at home to get their first win. All right, Sunday Night Football. The Detroit Lions 0-2 hosting the New England Patriots, who are 1-1. MJ, who you got winning Sunday Night Football?
Detroit Lions, man, it's time to show up. You're at home, you're in Detroit, but man, here comes Daddy Belichick to show Matt Patricia, oh, you wanted to leave? All right, well, Daddy's coming to town, and he's coming off of the loss last week, man. How often do the Patriots lose 2 weeks in a row? It doesn't happen, although both of these games will be on the road. I just can't see them losing 2 weeks in a row, and not to a former Patriots defensive coordinator last year, nonetheless. Yeah. Give me the Patriots to bounce back in Detroit and win.
I'm going to have to agree with you. You made great points, man. Belichick, I love that. Belichick's going to come.
Daddy Belichick.
He's going to show Patricia. You're going to put him over the lap and spank that ass, Shawn. That was weird.
That was really weird. Why'd you have to look at me when you said that? That was creepy, Josh.
Patriots are going to win. Go.
Oh, thank God. Patriots. There's nothing else to say about this. The Patriots are not going to lose. Lions are looking very, very inconsistent, especially on their defensive side. And Josh Gordon is playing. As of right now, Patriots said he is going to play Sunday, as long as that hamstring's good. Ooh. And you know what? Josh Gordon, I think, with Tom Brady, he sees a new weapon. This could be Randy Moss 2.0. Like, I'm excited to see what Josh Gordon can do over there. And this is going to be could be a bloodbath.
Bloodbath. All right, here we go. Monday Night Football. To end it all, Tampa Bay Bucks.
Yeah?
2-0.
Oh, my God. Never thought I'd say that.
The Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yes.
Who have still not won a game.
This was my Super Bowl favorite to go into the season out of the AFC.
Yeah.
I can't believe what I'm seeing right now.
MJ, who you got Monday Night Football?
Man, they're going to do it to me again, won't they? Look, man, Bucks fans are pissed because I keep picking against their team. I keep not having faith in their team. Steelers, I picked them to go to the Super Bowl. I picked them to lose it, but I picked them to go to the Super Bowl. It's time to show up, okay? After this week, I'm going to give up. I'm going to give up my preseason predictions. I'll be on whatever I'm seeing, but give me at least one more week of sanity, please. Pittsburgh, show up. I know it's on the road. I know they don't do very well on the road. But Jesus Christ, it's time to show up. They should be pissed. They should be hungry. They tied against the damn Browns. They lost last week at home. They should be ready to finally get the win. I'm going to try one more week here. Give me Pittsburgh to beat Ryan Fitzmagic and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in a high-scoring affair where Ryan Fitzmagic does throw for another 3 touchdowns.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, Monday Night Football. We will be streaming for that game. Yeah. And, all right, here we go. I got the Tampa Bay Bucks getting a win here and staying undefeated. I believe in Ryan Fitzmagic.
It's a beard. It's a beard.
I think it's the beard.
Yeah.
All right, and you know what? And I'm dedicating this pick to our boy Jared Page, Tampa Bay Bucks fan.
Yes.
I am going with the Bucks to go 3-0, Shawn.
Are you serious?
Hell yeah! Give me the Bucks.
Are you sure?
Fuck it. Give me the Bucks.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Who the fuck you got?
I got Bucks.
Okay.
No, this is the thing, man. It's Steelers defense is looking horrible. Bucks are just throwing the ball all over the place, man. They're just throwing it up and down the field. Now, this could be a high-scoring game just like the Chiefs last week.
The Steelers' secondary is getting torched.
They're getting torched. So I'm looking at this to be, could be 42 to 30-something. It could be high-scoring like last week, Chiefs and Steelers.
Give me Fitzmagic, Deshaun
Mike
Jackson,
Evans?
Mike Evans, my boy.
O.J. Howard looked good finally. Got himself
Yes.
a good touchdown, 75 yards.
All right.
I like it. Until Le'Veon Bell comes back, I think this offense, too, Big Ben looked pretty good. He only looked good when he's injured.
Although, you know what, though? We heard those, we saw that Antonio Brown, he was pissed last week.
Oh, yeah.
And then we saw him take to Twitter when someone said, you wouldn't be shit without Big Ben and everything, and he got really upset about that.
Yeah.
Watch him just go the fuck off, right? Like,
I'm hoping.
Just watch him go off.
Probably will, but I still don't think their defense could make enough stops.
I don't know. Okay, so we're both going with the Bucks. MJ, he's still believing in the Pittsburgh Steelers. All right, so that does it for our picks of Week 3 with our special guest, MJ from Sports Fan Entertainment.
Yeah.
MJ, it was such a pleasure having you on the show, man.
Yeah,
Thank
a lot
you so
of fun,
much,
man.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me, man. Check me out on Twitter, y'all, at the MJ Take, and just go to YouTube, search Sports Fan Entertainment, the channel will pop up, or click the link in the description box below.
All those links will be in the description box down below. You guys go follow him on Twitter. You guys go subscribe to his channel. Awesome, dude.
And also, guys, if you haven't joined our Pick'em League, we do have a Sports Fury Pick'em on ESPN. Go join it. It's going to be in the description box down below, too. No password required. See if you can compete with us.
Right now, we have over 750 people in there. It's one of the largest groups on ESPN for Pick'em.
Yeah.
So get in on it now. Let's go.
Right, meow.
It's never too late. All right, guys. We'll see you next week for week number 4.
Yeah.
Good luck to everybody's teams. All right, later.
Peace.